Well, in the ensuing week since your video, Joe, the tables seem to be starting to turn for the Yankees and Red Sox, if only slightly. Over the weekend, the Red Sox got swept by the Tampa Bay Rays, who are now on an 8-game winning streak as of Monday, recording time. And the Yankees, with the help of new Superman first baseman Luke Voigt, where did that come out of left field, finally managed to sweep the Orioles, something that has, despite their record, been a big problem for the Yankees. And now, as of Monday, the Red Sox sit only 6 games ahead of the Yankees. Don't call it a comeback, but it may just well come to that last series in Boston to end the season. As for the rest of baseball, my thoughts lie in the American League West, and whoever comes out on top in the West. Personally, I would like the Astros to hang in there and not fall into one of the wild card spots, because if there's any team that I don't want the Yankees facing in a one-game elimination, it's Justin Verlander and the Astros. And in the National League, I firmly believe it will be Atlanta in the East, Chicago in the Central, Arizona in the West, and then the wild cards will be Milwaukee from the Central, and either Colorado or Los Angeles from the West. Sorry, St. Louis or Phillies fans, I just don't think that your success is guaranteed this year. And while I would like to talk more about baseball, and honestly even my terrible football predictions for this season, I think I need a foray into the world of esports and gaming, which, if you look at the date in this video, means I have to talk about Jacksonville and what happened there the other day. So that I get these correct, I'm reading these off the phone just so you guys know. So around 1 p.m. there was gunfire at the Jacksonville Landing Madden NFL Championship Series. For those of you who don't know, the Madden NFL is a video game about football, just so that we're all on the same page. According to police, the gunman, who was a participant of the event, lost one of the games and took the loss badly. So badly that he went home, took a gun, brought it back, and started shooting. When all was said and done, 11 people were injured, 9 with gunshot wounds, 2 people were killed, and the gunman took his own life. Why would I be bringing this up in the context of sports? Well, in the last few years, esports, e-gaming, however you want to call it, has become a very big deal. And in the context of this event, a lot of the coverage is going to be either one or two ways. Either the kid should not have had a gun and there should be something to do so that people in his condition don't get guns, or it's the game's fault and the game brought about that it's okay to shoot people. Now, both of those opinions are wrong, and I disagree vehemently with both of them. But for the sake of this video and the sake of this channel, I'm focusing on the latter. The misconceived notion that violent video games, including stuff like Madden, which is about football, which is a violent sort of sport, bring about the notion that it's okay to do violent things to other people, including mass shootings, is just a false accusation. Yes, there are violent video games. Yes, a lot of people who shouldn't honestly be playing them do play them. However, what in the video games specifically tells someone to go and hurt somebody? And I don't mean in the game, I mean in real life. There is no influence on, if anything, a lot of people, and I've seen and talked to a lot of gamers in my life, it makes them less violent because, one, they realize that what they're playing is a game and is not indicative of real life at all, and two, it's a way to channel that energy that otherwise could be done in violent outbursts. If video games, regardless of their genre, are really violent in nature, then we could say the same thing about other sports, that football brings normalization to bullying people, that hockey says that it's okay to attack people just because they pushed you. And the answer is that it's not, and we realize that. And so too do we realize that physical sports are just a game. So too should we realize that virtual sports, esports, is also a game. And regardless of the content inside, all sane people realize that that's where that content stays. I'm sorry I had to do a rather heavy episode for this point. I was planning to have a more thorough breakdown of the American League postseason, which I will do next time. So, I will see you then.